Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Quick Break Games, and welcome to the Exploring LEGO Hub Worlds series, where we check out the different hub worlds in the LEGO games. This time we're doing 2016's LEGO Star Wars: The Force Awakens. So yeah, we're going to be checking out the different hub worlds in this game. This game does have multiple. And so we're starting out here inside the Millennium Falcon. So this is a pretty big little hub here for a little ship for the most part, but yeah, we can just walk around here. This is kind of the central hub, so there's like a computer that you can go up to, and that's where you select the different planets. There is a little BB-8 race that you can do in here, and again, this is all based on the Falcon's appearance in The Force Awakens, and I believe, if I remember correctly, this just does a big loop, so you can head over here. There's different grapple hook points, and I think there's a few little puzzles and things you can solve. There's a little gas ventilation issue going on there. We got this back room here with some more things to do. And I am usually on all these videos, I'm on a 100% save file, so a lot of this stuff has already been completed. But yeah, you kind of get the idea that there is, stuff to do in this hub. It's not just kind of an empty area just to walk around and do nothing in. You actually have to work towards getting completion. Here we have a little cockpit there for when you're shooting at different TIE fighters and enemies out there. And so let's head back in here, and I think this is going to lead us back into the main room. Yep. You can do the little, I forget what the name of this game is. It's like the little holographic chess-looking mini game. That's kind of cool. And you got this area back here. And yeah, so let's go ahead and hop up here on the map, and you can see all the different planets in this game. Now, you might think, oh wow, this game's got a lot of different planets you can explore. No, not exactly. Most of these are just levels, so like if you click on Indoor, for example, this just leads to the prologue. But I believe this game has 4 kind of hubs, so you can explore Dakar, Takodana, Jakku, and Starkiller Base. Jakku is probably the main one. Let's go ahead and start with Starkiller Base, and I'll meet you guys when we land. Alright, so we have just landed here on Starkiller Base. So here there is a race that you can do. So again, lots of different hub world activity. These aren't just empty areas. You got a stormtrooper wearing a beach outfit. That's like just a classic joke that's just happened in like every single LEGO Star Wars game. You always gotta have a stormtrooper with with a beach outfit on. It's pretty funny, except for I guess the original LEGO Star Wars 1 didn't have anything like that. But ever since LEGO Star Wars 2, they've kind of kept that joke going now, haven't they? Did they have it in Clone Wars? I think they did, if I remember right. This hub isn't too big. I think we might have already explored all of it. Let's see if we pull up the map. So you got this area. Oh, never mind. There's a whole other big open area. I completely forgot about that. Let's go ahead and walk towards that way. You have a weak Lego object wall there that you can destroy with certain characters. We are playing as the default characters. In this game, the defaults are Rey Resistance version and Chewbacca. It's kind of like funny how whoever the default characters are kind of become like the iconic characters for that game, kind of like with like LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. In the original LEGO Star Wars, you had Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan as the default characters. Of course, Batman and Robin in the LEGO Batman games. And then with LEGO Star Wars 2, you had Princess Leia and the Captain and all that. So it's just kind of cool how the characters that you always spawn in as kind of become iconic. So we're heading this way. This is just a dead end. This is kind of where Rey and Kylo Ren fought at the end of episode 7. Let's make our way over here to this side. I think there's like a big open area that's kind of designed for vehicles, if I remember correctly. Again, it's been a while since I've played this one. But yeah, this game's characters are Rey Resistance and Chewbacca. Some of the LEGO games, though, they kind of took away the default characters, which I don't really like too much. Like I think a LEGO Avengers, you just kind of spawn in as whoever you last played as, which I guess can be kind of convenient, but I don't know. I like it when a game has its default characters. All right, here's the big open area here that I was talking about earlier. This is like for vehicles and stuff. Lots of different side mission content that's still available even after you've done it. And yes, let's look at Starkiller Base. And you don't actually have to go back to the Falcon to go to the next area. So if we just hit the select button, we can pull up the map here. There is another area over here that I'm not going to show, but that's the bulk of Starkiller Base. And you can hit Y to pull up the galaxy map, and now we can just go to each of the different hubs. So let's just go down the list. Let's go to Jakku next. This is kind of the main one, definitely the largest one in this game. So let's go ahead and land on it. Alright, so here we are on Jakku. So yeah, this is a pretty massive hub world. So we got where the Millennium Falcon parks right here. You can get back in it from there. And yeah, you just have this main kind of junkyard area. Lots of different NPC characters in this one walking around. Kind of impressive how many characters there are. Of course, this is the Xbox One version running on an Xbox Series X that's been FPS boosted, so you have 60 frames per second gameplay here, but still, it's pretty impressive. I'm guessing if you're playing this on... This game was... I believe this was the last LEGO game to be on last gen at the time, so the Xbox 360 and PS3. So I wonder how many NPCs and stuff they have roaming around in those last gen versions. I'm not sure. I've never actually played those versions. Alright, so you got that main junkyard area. Then you have this massive, like, open desert area. And I believe these different terminals are how you can, like, replay missions, if I remember correctly. So that might actually be a DLC level. I can't remember. But, yeah, we'll just walk around the desert here. Let's pull up the map to figure out where I'm going. So this leads back into a dead end just around the corner there. So we won't go that way. So this is back in the junkyard. And look at all this. You got this big open area out here. There's like nothing out here. And you got these different pathways here. I don't know if I'm going to show all of this because a lot of it's just kind of open desert with some, you know, side missions and races out there. I can't remember how to actually... I know you can ride vehicles around here, like you can drive a speeder. But I can't remember exactly where you spawn that in. I think there's like terminals that you walk up to spawn those in, but that's alright. We don't got to show that off. Here we have a sink trap. Can we actually go... Let's see if I remember how to get across. Can I jump across this? No, I can't. How are you supposed to get across this? I don't remember. Maybe you're supposed to use a vehicle. Oh, no, it looks like there is a jumping path up there. I can't remember, guys. It's been a few years since I've done this. Cut me some slack. So here we got this big open area here. Clearly this was designed for a speeder. Totally should have brought one. Let's go around here. And I think this is the end. Oh no, it keeps going a little bit. Let's keep going. I want to get to the end of this pathway at least. We have a frozen character right there. So you need to play as one of the flamethrower stormtroopers, I imagine, to unfreeze him. A lot of desert here. A lot of open area. But it's cool that they put a lot of effort into Jakku with it being such a significant location of Episode 7. So you can't just... There's no invisible walls, but when you walk too far out there, it tells you to turn around. And wow, we're actually kind of outside the map right now. Let me head over here to the right side. I think I was supposed to take the path all the way around to kind of get on the other side of this wall. So let's see if we can get up there by walking up this hill. So I don't remember. It looks like we can maybe here. Get all the way up here. And yeah, we got a little area up here. I don't really remember too much of this. Wow, look at that draw distance, man. Look at that. Disappears, and then when you get close, look at that. It just spawns in right in front of you. Oh, man. I feel like nowadays that would not be too acceptable. But, hey. It's a LEGO game. It works. Alright, so we got some more side content over there. And, yeah, that's pretty much the bulk of Jakku. Can't remember, does this game have fast travel? Can I, like, travel back? No, it does not. I don't think it has any fast travel. I think you'd have to, like, spawn back in on Jakku itself. But then there is another open area here for, like, speeders and stuff on the other side of Jakku. But, yeah, that's pretty much Jakku here in this game. So now we're going to move on to probably the second largest area in this game, Takodana. Let's do it. Alright, so here we are on Takodana. And it's kind of interesting playing these versions because all these planets got adapted into LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, you know, several years after this game, except for Starkiller Base. Starkiller Base was not explorable in Skywalker Saga, which was kind of a somewhat controversial, you know, omission from that game. So yeah, this game does have some exclusive hub world content that Skywalker Saga just didn't have. They didn't put Starkiller Base in there. I guess because it got destroyed, they didn't feel like making a hub for it. I don't know. But yeah, so you got this kind of ruins area of Takodana, and then it shifts into kind of a more foresty area of Takodana. We got a side quest there. It's so weird how the side quests stay around after you've done them. Let's head back over here into the more foresty area. and we'll explore that. Again, you can pull up a map here. It's this kind of all loops around. So this is kind of a big open area. Let's try to go down this pathway towards the south here. I remember there being a lot of stuff you could do there. So there you can see there's 4 grapple hook points on that TIE fighter. So you have to use a character like Princess Leia who can like command all these different NPCs, and then they'll all like grapple onto those grapple hook points all at the same time. That was kind of a feature that never really came back. So I don't think it's in Skywalker Saga or any of the other LEGO games after this one, where you can like command troopers and stuff. Unless I'm forgetting something. Oh wait, that might have been in DC Supervillains now that I think about it. Well, for a little bit, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of a major feature of this game anyway. And over here we got this big open area with lots of different puzzles and stuff to do. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of Takodana, and there is no graphical sky flicker in this game like there is in Skywalker Saga, where the sky kind of can flicker back and forth on this planet, especially, and some of the other planets as well, but not an issue with this game. Let's move on to the next planet. Alright, so we have just landed on Dakar. The entire Star Wars galaxy can now be explored. I like how it says that at the bottom. Actually, you can't explore the entire Star Wars galaxy. That was LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. This game has only Episode 7. Should say the entire Star Wars galaxy as seen in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. But anyways, you got that little area you spawn into here. And yeah, this looks very similar to the movie. It's pretty cool. They made it pretty one-to-one. I believe over here... Oh yeah, this is where you get the classic characters. So, although this is The Force Awakens, you do have a selection of characters here from the prequels and original trilogy, which is pretty cool that they adapted that here. I believe you get this... I'm trying to remember how you unlock these. Are these related to the mini kits? I can't remember exactly. But yeah, that's where you unlock the non-Episode 7 characters. And so Dakar is sort of like... Although Jakku is the biggest hub area, Dakar is kind of like the main hub area where you can do the create a character here as well. So you get in through this little chamber. Kind of a weird looking chamber, and then you have 5 custom characters here. So of course this game does have create your own character, something that did not reappear in Skywalker Saga, unfortunately. So let's head out here. And yeah, we can check out these different locations, more side quests. We got the Millennium Falcon parked right there. So I believe the Millennium Falcon is kind of parked on all of these different planets, so you can always walk up to it if you want, or you can just do the same thing by pulling up the map and teleporting straight there, fast traveling there, if you will. So we got a race there at the bottom. Got a protocol droid hologram, and I believe in Skywalker Saga's version, there's like 2 lanes on this planet that you can explore, but in this version, it's just this one central lane here. I remember you could like go inside each of these little buildings and stuff, but in this game, it looks like there's just 2 buildings that you can go into. Let me see. This is the one where you spawn into it. So I think this is the same planet computer from the Millennium Falcon, and this is a level, I believe. Trying to remember if there's anything else I want to show off in this room. We got some sort of a mission there. We got a BB-8 panel, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, guys, that is all the hub worlds here in LEGO Star Wars: The Force Awakens here from 2016. So you've got the Millennium Falcon, and then you've got, so let's look at all of them. We got Starkiller Base, exclusive to this game, Jakku, Takodana, Millennium Falcon, and then Dakar. So pretty good selection of planets here. Pretty much all the major locations from Episode 7. And yeah, I think it's a lot of content to do here as well. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it here for this episode of the Exploring LEGO Hub World series. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this hub. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Dislike it if not. Subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you guys next time here on Quick Break Games.